Somewhere deep in the Ozark woods lurks the two people everyone tries to avoid the most. If you're not careful, they may find you before you find them. Okay, we're back. Welcome to another installment or episode of Adventures in High School. But you were supposed to. I'm slowly getting working you into this. So when I pause, it's like a segue for you. That's one of those professional terms they use in broadcasting and recording. The segue means it's opening the door for you to step in. Come on, keep up.
I'm trying to figure out who you're talking to.
I've been doing this longer than you have.
I'm trying to figure out who you're talking to. I'm sitting here, I'm really trying to figure out, because I know good and hot dang well you did not talking to me.
Anyway, we're back.
This may be his last episode.
Yeah, there's a note in my pocket if I get a beer, okay? There's a note in my pocket. Find the body is the first clue. Alright, anyway, I saw this and this is going to set Grandma off. So we're going to watch this. I predict that this is going to trigger Grandma. Come on. We got to feed that squirrel. The poor little bastard.
Back in 2013, I was in a car accident. There was a woman that was driving the other car. She had come around the bend.
All right, guys. So today,
I just thought about, you know how you can get a squirrel to work for free? Get him to chase his own nuts. You just ignore it.
Did they really post that bullshit?
Yeah. Okay. Let's go.
we got to talk about something that,
You
in
are
my
a woman.
opinion, has left me speechless.
You got
Right?
to
I
have
really
a
don't
uterus in
know
order
what
to
to
give
say
birth.
or to think
Not
about
what
this
your
situ-
outside appearance is. It's what's on the inside. These bitches have lost their mind. Lost their mind. If you got a uterus, then you got a coochie. Because ain't no oh my freaking okay.
You'll be okay. Here. It helps me. Yeah, like this. Go. Peaceful thoughts. Peaceful thoughts. Peaceful thoughts. Here. It's key.
No, JTTW. JTTW. Jesus, take the wheel. Because whoever driving that bus is on some stuff.
You're gonna pull this off here.
Whoever's driving the bus,
Pull
that
it
bus right there is on something. Because that's stupid. Transgender man gives birth to his son, criticized medical staff for calling him mother. You got a uterus, so that means you was a girl. You just changed the outside appearance.
Got a beard now.
Well, I know
No.
women with boobs and vaginas that got beards. They don't make her a man.
They removed the titties. And
Yeah, but he still has
It's
a
good.
working uterus.
yeah.
That's the only way he
Appreciate-
could have carried that baby.
at all. Okay, quite honestly, I have more questions than answers. I got more questions than answers. Okay, but I want to talk about it because it is truly fascinating stuff. It really is. I'm catching that first rocket, Elon Musk. I'm catching that rocket to Mars, and we're gonna start over. And we're gonna do this right. But
I'm with you on
until
that one.
then, we got to discuss.
I'm ready to
okay,
go.
As a transgender man who gave birth to
Hey, would you go as a slave if it got you off this planet?
Nope. Nope.
How about an indentured servant?
Nope. I have too much attitude. I gotta say that by myself. No, I have too much attitude. There's no way I could be somebody's indentured servant or somebody's slave.
Okay, so you.
Because the minute they talk to me crazy,
Yeah, I'm sorry. You're talking to who?
yeah, like I just
You what? You got me fucked up with somebody else.
thank you, but I wouldn't have been that nice.
Yeah, we might as well just stay here.
Because
and
how
duke
you
it
said,
out.
I'd have had to let the black girl out. I'd have did the finger and the neck
Neck
rolling and motherfucker.
Yeah.
Oh, it hurt. Pop my neck, it hurt. Well, I guess all you let me do that. Yeah, that hurt.
That was good. That'll teach it. That was God smacking you upside the head. Come on.
That is not you. Pop my neck, it hurt. Why are you laughing?
Carmen's a bitch. And she's driving the bus. Kill me.
You're gonna die because you're laughing. It's not my fault. So your reaction to something I said kills you, so it's my fault. Because you couldn't control your
It's
reaction.
hate speech.
Yeah, I'm hating on this bullshit.
Let's get we ain't gonna ever get through this.
His son,
We're like 44 seconds. We're 6 minutes into a 44-second video.
criticizes medical staff for calling him mother and claims that it is, quote, important to stop automatically linking pregnancy with being a woman. So this transgender man, who's biologically a woman, is complaining about a medical staff because they keep referring to them as a mother. And they want people to stop linking being pregnant with being a woman. I really don't understand, because only biological women can give birth, and they're referring to you as that because that's what you are. You're a biological woman, whether you want to be one or not, right? It's really that simple. But let's read here, because this story right here, I mean, it really blows my mind. A father has complained that nurses insisted on calling them mom during their pregnancy despite being a man. Bennett Casper Williams, 37, from Los Angeles, first realized they were...
How was he the father when he's the one that gave birth because he has the active uterus? How would you...
Because men can give birth too. Because
No,
men have uteruses too.
No, they don't.
Well, they say they do now. You're just not hip to the new definition.
No, I'm hip to... No, that's bullshit. That's not a definition. That's some psychological bullshit that these crazy folks that came up with.
Well, I'm just telling you what they're
Regardless
saying.
what your exterior looks like, if you have the ability, natural, not man-made, not medically implanted, none of that, the natural God-given ability to carry a child, then you're a woman. You are a girl. How are you the father? How did y'all make that baby? Of course you're married to a man. Okay? If the other one isn't a woman going to man also. If that's a straight man, they use his sperm, and bitch, they use your egg. Your woman. Your female. Your femme.
I'm not arguing with you.
Your Venus. JTTW, JTTW, JTTW. Jesus, take the wheel! Because these people have bumped their fucking head and lost their mind.
Hey, what do you think this poor kid's going to have to grow up dealing with?
I have two dads, but one of my dad has a uterus, so I was born naturally.
Yeah.
Explain that one.
Well, my
Hey,
mom,
your parents are gay. Yes, my parents are gay.
One's a pussy, and the other one's nuts. And
No, my parents are gay. So you were adopted? No, my dad gave birth to me.
so you're an asshole, baby.
Pretty much. Sweet Jesus, cheese and bread.
Trans around 10 years ago in 2011, but didn't begin their transition until 3 years later. Then 6 years later in 2017, he found Malik, his future husband, who he married in 2019. The couple decided they wanted to have children and weighed the options available to them because it meant Bennett stopping the testosterone hormone therapy they'd been on for several years to enable their ovaries to function. Bennett, who has had surgery on the top half of their body, but not on their genitalia, eventually decided that they would be comfortable trying to conceive and carrying a child. They fell pregnant naturally soon after they started trying, and the couple welcomed their son Hudson via cesarean section in October 2020. All right, so this is...
So, you still have a vagina.
Mm-hmm.
Your girl, you still have a working uterus. Your girl.
What are you looking at me like that for?
Your girl. Just because you have a beard and a mustache and you got your tits cut off does not make you a man. You have to take testosterone, which is natural in a natural man. Bitch, you a girl. You a she that went to heat. But girl.
Bennett, okay, and Bennett is pregnant, okay. Now Bennett has a problem with the hospital referring to them as a mother, even though they are pregnant, and pregnancy is associated with being a mother and motherhood. And this is Bennett when Bennett was younger, okay. This is when Bennett was identifying as a girl. Okay, and I guess Bennett was a tomboy. And this is Bennett when Bennett gave birth. Okay, and this is...
If it's a man, why are they blurring out his nipple?
Okay, this is Bennett's husband. This guy right here. Okay, I wonder what he identifies as. Well, like, what does he call himself? Right? If you are a man that dates a transgender man, are you straight? Right? Is that how that works? Because that's biologically a woman, and I guess at that point, you know, I don't know. Guys, I just don't understand. I'm just confused, right? I'm very confused how that works. How does a man dating a transgender man work? Like, are you attracted to, I guess, more masculine women? Because the genitalia here on this trans man is you know, that of a woman. So I wonder what would prompt you to want to be in a relationship. Who knows? Maybe it's personality. Maybe I'm not fully educated on how this whole gender fluidity thing
don't
works.
dumb it down.
Again, I'm just, you know, I got more questions than answers.
Stop
for
being
this story,
political
okay?
correct.
I really do. Right?
Stop being
It truly
politically
does.
correct.
It blows my mind, okay? 2 years after beginning hormone treatment in the summer of 2015, Bennett had surgery to remove their breast, paying $5,000 for the procedure. Recalling how it took the operation to make them realize how unhappy they was about having female breasts, they said, quote, "It was really liberating. I had this feeling that it was something that I needed to do, but I never had a self-hatred of my breasts like some trans people." Quote, "I had no dysmorphia about certain body parts and still don't, but I never could have anticipated what a relief it would be to find them gone. It was a huge weight off my shoulders."
You probably had big titties. That's why.
But most women that I've known would have been perfectly happy without tits. Or at least little bitty ones. They did not like the once the baby making was gone, other than sex, if even then, they were in the way. They were just a nuisance. I mean, it'd be like having a third arm coming out of your, So I've known a lot of women that say, you know, if I'd get these taken off if I could.
You can.
Well,
What's
you know,
holding you up?
but I mean, they just,
That would have been my answer. You can, so what's holding you up?
well, spending the money. It's cheaper to keep them. But, you know, if you could just put them on a shelf instead of Elf on the shelf
Food on the shelf.
or something. Cup in a cupboard. I don't know. I'll have to think of something. But anyway.
So again, this is another picture of Bennett as a younger person. Again, seems like a tomboy type. That's the end of the surgical road. When it comes to my transitioning, though, bottom half surgery is off the table. I had no dysmorphia with that part of my body. Wait. So
Then how are you a
are complaining
man?
about hospital staff referring to you as, you know, a woman, okay, as a mother. However, the only thing that you really changed is that you've taken some hormones and you've cut off your breast. You still have the genitalia that is a defining feature of being a woman, but you're upset because the hospital is still referring to you as such, basically based off the fact that you still have this genitalia and you were born a woman. Okay, I mean, I'm just saying, this is interesting. However, carrying and giving birth to his own child was not a straightforward decision for Bennett. I always knew it was a possibility that my body might achieve pregnancy, but it wasn't something I ever wanted to do until I learned how to separate the function of my body from any notions of gender, said Bennett. I'm not necessarily sure that that's how it works. I'm not necessarily sure if you can do that.
He's playing it safe. This Bennett dude is playing it safe. Because think about it. This is the thing now. It's transgender crap. It's the thing now. Check this out. He played it safe because he only got his breast removed. It's easy as all get out to get a breast implant, but he's not changing his down low areas. He played it safe.
Well, he wants to look and act like a man. Didn't want the tits because they were in the way. He wants to look and act like a man, but still enjoy the sexual pleasure of being a woman.
Exactly. But then once this thing is over and he realizes, okay, the bag's over, I can go back to being a girl. All he has to do is get breast implants. Not like the ones that are hardcore, this is me, and get everything changed. He's playing it safe. He's not really on board with this. I don't think he's really on board. This is a trend.
Or he's got some kind of psychological issue that needs to be addressed because he's disassociating. He's got a problem that he says in his mind results from being a girl. And it may have happened at a young age.
But
So-
he still want to keep his lower girl part.
Yeah.
Because he plainly said the lower half surgery is off the table.
Yeah.
So you have no intention.
Well, he has no dysphoria of that. That having that doesn't bother him. It was it was being visually identified as a girl that bothered him. That's what bothered him. He was visually identified as a girl.
Somebody need to show me a picture of what he looked like older.
Once I learned to think about my body as a tool and not a collection of gender stereotypes, I realized that I could be the person I wanted to be and bring a child into the world. Now, again, I got questions. Because, again, this person said, I have no dysmorphia about my genitalia, which is traditionally a genitalia of a woman. Okay? And this person is also, this person also got pregnant, gave birth. In order to do that, they had intercourse with the man. Okay, so again, what really is separating you? What function are you serving that a regular woman, a traditional woman is not serving? I really don't understand. You got pregnant, you had a kid, and you did this with a man, a biological man. Those are all functions of being a woman. Those are all the traditional roles of being a woman. I really don't understand. The only thing that's different is the fact that you don't have breasts and you're taking hormones to grow a beard and to be more masculine. Again, my issue here is really the fact that they're upset that the hospital staff is referring to you as a woman, even though you're basically serving all the biological functions in the role that women serve. And I guess it would work the same way if it was the other way around. If it was a transgender woman who still had male genitalia, I would imagine that the hospital would probably treat them as a male and refer to them as such because that's their biology. And it probably makes it easier and less confusing to do their job when they refer to you as such, considering how medicine and practicing medicine, biology is essential to that. So again, I don't understand how you can really be upset with this. Okay, I don't understand how you can be upset with this. But let's read more here. No one can ever really know whether having children is possible until you try. Being born with a uterus doesn't make conceiving or carrying a certainty. That's why it's so important that we stop defining womanhood in terms of motherhood, because it's a false equivalency that all women can become mothers, that all mothers carry children, or that all people
All
who
women
carry
can
children
become
are
mothers.
mothers. Well,
I
I mean,
don't
listen,
know
all
that they're
women
sterile or have some
can't
kind of.
necessarily become mothers.
Adoption.
So they're
You can
correct
become a
about
mother.
that.
All women can become
All
mothers.
mothers can't necessarily carry children either. Okay. However, that is purely because of science and technological innovation, which is based on biology, by the way, right? Something that a lot of people are trying to make irrelevant, that really you can't make that irrelevant. That is relevant to the function of giving birth. And they also say that all people who carry children are mothers. Now, I guess what this person is trying to say here is that not all people who carry children are mothers. Now, that doesn't mean that they're fathers either, right? That don't mean that they're fathers. It just simply means that, again, because of science and technological innovation, not because of anything natural, that there are women who can carry another woman's fertilized egg, again, because of science, and they may give birth to the child, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they're their biological mother, right? So
You
I'm
get
just
a
saying, I
child's
mean,
biological
they're
mother because
kind of
you use
correct
your own
here,
egg.
but at the same time, that doesn't necessarily mean that they are fathers, right? Men, fathers, cannot give birth, right? I mean,
Provide
that's just,
sperm.
it is what it is. If you are giving birth to somebody, then you're a mother by definition. And I don't understand why you're trying to change that. What is the point of trying to change that? Why should, the world have to adopt to your worldview when we've already kind of figured these things out, right? This is what the biology is, okay?
She wearing a
And
dress.
even if you don't get it right, even if you're uncomfortable with it, even if you're
Why is she wearing a dress? Or he wearing? I mean, it just I don't like him. That's on it. But if he doesn't like to be stereotyped as a woman, then why is he wearing a dress? I don't. It does not compute. Will Robinson does not compute.
offended by it, I don't understand. Why do you want to put that pressure on the rest of the world to adopt to something that's so rare, right? This is not something we see all the time. Again, you have the right to live your life and to be who you want to be, right? I'm not going to try to get in the way of that. However, I think that, people should have respect enough to give other people that same courtesy. Don't try to impose your lifestyle on other people in regards to making people refer to you as something, especially in a medical setting, that simply is just really not convenient or efficient. Really, when you're talking about trying to
want to leave a comment? How do you leave a comment? Can you please type?
I don't want any part of your mischief. You keep you keep me out of this. I need plausible deniability. I got you, baby. I got you. Attack. Oh, pregnancy wrong. You got the N and A in the wrong place. Now you got me confused. Okay. Well, Irish people wear dresses. They call them kilts, but skirts. I don't think this is a strong argument. It's a, it's a, it's not a primary argument. It's just like a cursory argument of going, well, if he didn't identify a woman, why does he still dress as one?
I have to ask. I need to know.
If I go to YouTube jail, somebody please bail Grandpa out.